Hello, this is James. The deck that I have today is so dank, I had to move my window over a little bit to fit all of the dankness on screen. And today we are using That Grass Looks Greener with pieces of the Destiny Hero structure box. And so this works because these little monsters from the Destiny Hero structure box have a lot of sweet effects from the graveyard. And we're gonna synergize that with other graveyard effect monsters and get some cool fusions. That's basically what this deck does. So you start of the duel, you restart for grass, and then you flush 10 cards into the graveyard, and then with what you get, you can make a bunch of cool combos. So for these Destiny Hero monsters, the effects take forever to read, so just in a nutshell, I'll go through them. So this guy, when he attacks, you can destroy a face-up spell your opponent controls, so good for forcing the C Stealth attack banish, and that inflicts 500 damage, and then if he's in the graveyard, he can draw you cards. Vion can give you a polymerization, and also when he's summoned, you can put a monster in your graveyard, so usually a dasher. And Dreamer has a protection effect. So if one of your Destiny Hero monsters is, and not even if it's going to be destroyed, just if they battle, you special summon this guy and protect the monster for that battle, not that turn, that battle. And Dark Angel, which actually, it's like the pre-evolution form of Destiny Hero Malicious, like before he gets all hairy. This guy, or girl, it's hard to tell, I discounted him or her because it was complicated and I didn't know what this paragraph exactly meant until I started using him. So basically, if you have 3 or more Destiny Heroes in your graveyard, you can discard him and then special summon a Destiny Hero to your opponent's side of the field. So he's like Ceruli. And then, so you usually pick this card because it has an effect. When a spell card or effect you activate resolves, negate that effect, and if you do, or if it did not have an effect, destroy that card. So that gums up the opponent's field pretty good. They can't use enemy controller, they can't use field spells while he's on the field. And I put one over on a C Stealth attack deck using this card, which is great. He can't play field spells, can't play Econ, can't play Super Rush. And you can banish him, if he's in your graveyard, you can banish him to get a normal spell card, and that's usually going to be a polymerization. And the kids these days aren't running really any normal spell cards. It's all field spells and quick play spells and monster traps. So the opponents, like, they generally don't get benefit from that search effect. But I mean, it's not like it adds it to your hand, it puts it on top of the deck, so it's not amazing. Other cards, we have our Destiny Hero Dasher. This guy's great. He's from Astro Phoenix Drop Rewards. If you draw a monster, okay, while this guy's in the graveyard, one time while he's in the graveyard, you can special summon that monster. And it's not once per duel, it's just once per time that the card is in the graveyard. So you can if you have the one Dasher in your graveyard, you can move him out of the graveyard and then put him back into the graveyard, and it'll work again. And it works with multiple Dashers, and actually they'll repeatedly ask you. And AD Changer, such a great underrated little card. He's actually my favorite, and actually I'm gonna favorite him right now. AD Changer's main contribution is to, well, you can use him to change the battle position of any monster on the field, and it counters Floodgate. So you fusion summon your monster, you get all excited, and your opponent's like, nope, I'm gonna Floodgate. And then, but you have AD Changer in the graveyard, and AD Changer says, no, we're not doing Floodgate today. You activate AD Changer, and it flips your monster from face down defense to face up attack position. but Floodgate is still in effect, so you can't change the monster to defense position. But 80 Changer is fantastic. We have the Dark Hex Sealed Fusion, so that we can contact fuse without a polymerization. We have 3 polymerizations because we're really doubling down on the fusions in this deck. We have Vision Hero Trinity for our fusion monsters. This guy's kind of situational. He's 3 hero monsters, and you're not going to see him too much. He's only for the coup de grace when the opponent has no back row but a bunch of monsters, and you just want to finish clearing out their field. What you're going to use is Destiny Hero Dangerous. He's a quick effect whenever you want. You can discard a card, so one of your AD Changers, or one of your Destiny Heroes, or one of your extra grass cards, and you can then send a Destiny Hero from the deck to the graveyard, and all Destiny Heroes gain attack equal to the number of Destiny Heroes in the graveyard times 200 points. So that makes up for his low attack. It puts Destiny Heroes in the graveyard, and Dangerous plus one of the bigger Destiny Heroes like Decider, who also has graveyard effects, makes for a pretty potent board clearing force. And if you're in the midst of board clearing and you run into something unpleasant, you can pop Dreamer from the graveyard. And anytime you have a bunch of warrior monsters and polymerization just hanging out, feel free to splash in a Red Eye Slash Dragon. This is a great card. When a Red Eyes monster on your side of the field declares an attack, you can equip to Red Eyes Slash one of your warrior monsters from the graveyard, and that's why we have BLS. Oh, the noble sacred soldier of Duel Links dramatization fame. So you equip BLS to Red Eye Slash Dragon, and when you do this, or you're about to do this, make sure you prep by somehow using one of these effects, banishing a light or dark monster from your graveyard. So then, when Red Eye Slash Dragon is destroyed by its effect, you can special summon BLS, and then when BLS is special summoned, you can put that monster back in your graveyard and banish one of your opponent's cards, any card you want. It's fantastic. I love doing it. For support cards, so again, we have our 3 grass, we have 1 econ for making plays, we have a lot of polymerization, and I would actually take one out if we had a second Vion, and but we don't have that, so we have a lot. So we have Fusion Recycling Plant, and to make sure that we get our polymerization, because that's pretty important in this deck. We have our Red Eyes, just for fusion to get out Red Eye Slash, and we have Red Eye Spirit to revive our Red Eye Slash Dragon, but this ends up in the graveyard more often than not. And then we have Destiny Hero Fearmonger because we need more Destiny Heroes. The better option for this type of deck would be to buy the second structure box, and then you can have 2 of each beast. Well, except for Doomlord. Doomlord's my boy. But you can have 2 of each of these guys with their graveyard effects. But Fearmonger is a good way to plug the gap, because when he's destroyed, you can special summon a Destiny Hero from the graveyard, except for Fearmonger. Wait, did I say Doomlord? I meant Fearmonger. So Fearmonger and this card, Destiny Signal, when a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special summon 1 level 4 or lower Destiny Hero monster from your hand or deck. Basically, what the effect of these 2 cards is to keep just Destiny Heroes on the field so that you can fusion summon basically Dangerous. Or Trinity, as the spirit moves you. Another good one for this deck is Destiny Hero Decider. When you normal special summon, you can add 1 hero monster from your graveyard to your hand. That can be used to recycle your Destiny Hero Dangerous. So he gets killed, you play Decider, you add him back to your hand, but he doesn't go to your hand. He goes to the back to the extra deck, from whence he can be summoned anew. Roll the clips. Our first duel is against Weevil Aeromages. He's pretending to be Burn with his Parasite cards, but it's Aeromages. At this point, I still think that it's Burn, so I go ahead and play Decider. We don't get Grass on the restart, but here we have plenty of Destiny Heroes, and our Contact Fusion card, the Dark Hex, so we can make a Red-Eye Slash Dragon, or a Destiny Hero Dangerous, or even a Trinity, should the fancy suit us. But he has Rosemary. We're not going to be able to get all the cards on the field for the Contact Fusion, so we have Vion. Vion's going to give us... Well, we're going to send Dreamer to the graveyard, and we're going to grab a Polymerization by banishing Decider. And Dreamer is a great card to have in the graveyard with your Destiny Hero Polymerization. And we could even go for the Trinity here, but Dangerous is way more useful. So there's our Dangerous, and we're going to pump him up, since we have plenty of Destiny Heroes. Pump him up to 2800. Weevil gains 1000 life. This is actually a pretty nifty strategy. It's just that his parasites are buried in my 30-card mountain. So he's thinking, and he sets a card, and he sets another card. And the recording lags. Do you want to activate Destiny Hero Dasher in the graveyard? No, because it's a 4-star monster, but they ask you twice. So, pro tip for Dasher, make sure that if you do draw something that you wanted special summon when you draw it, you only need to click it once, and then for the second card, you can click no. Here, with the side benefit of Celestial, we get to destroy Aroma Garden, and we take them down to 2500 life points, which is great for the Aeromages. Or not, no, I mean, it's great for me against Aeromages, because now half their effects don't work. So, no piercing, no extra normal summon from Jasmine, and no blocking of my Karibos from Rosemary, which I don't have. Unless he has another Aroma Garden, he's not going to be able to get over my monsters. That's another, so that's 1000, yeah. Pumps him up by 1000. So Dangerous is cool. He's like a wall of, nah, not quite as strong as a wall of disruption, but being able to pump himself up whenever you have a card in your hand, that's pretty good. Here, so we dump the cards with Grass, and we check out the goodie bag. Let's see, we got Dreamer, BLS. There's 2 polys, but we have Vion in our hands, and there's 1 still in the deck, so that's okay. We're gonna send Celestial to the graveyard, and you wanna see. So a limitation of Celestial is that you have to have no cards in your hand. So we wanna get rid of that Dasher as soon as we can. We're gonna activate Vion again. We're going to banish one of our extra Celestials. You always want to keep Dreamer in the graveyard. He's great in there. Banish one of our extra Celestials. And we're going to summon Dangerous once more. And so he's gonna change my monster to defense position. We're going to activate Dark Angel's effect. And here's what I was talking about before. Now he's stuck. He can't activate spells because Dark Angel blocks them. And I'm going to pump up my Dangerous so that I can get AD Changer into the graveyard, because he went out and used a whole enemy controller just to protect that monster. So I'm thinking that's something good, but it's not. It's just a Hammer Shark. And he tries to tribute take, but Dark Angel blocks the spell. And this card, don't nonsense bluff with Destiny Hero Dangerous, because first of all, nobody ever falls for it, because Yu-Gi-Oh teaches us to be aggressive, and you want to have cards in your hand. We get the special summon from the Dasher, but I don't want to go on the attack. I want to stick him with that. I want to stick him with that Dark Angel until I'm ready to go. And the Dark Angel blocks his Legendary Ocean. This boy does not learn. And I already used up both my AD changers to keep my dangerous dangerous. And here, so this isn't as stress-free as it looks, because Mako decks or Sea Stealth attack decks, they're crawling with 5-star monsters, and he could easily tribute that Dark Angel. But here we draw the enemy controller, and I know that Sea Stealth attack decks, they don't have any back row except for SSA, and without Umi that's useless, and it's also useless without water monsters, so we get the win. Here's a Joey, and this wasn't a tough fight, but we do get to see Trinity. So we're gonna get the fusion summon, and we're gonna get our Red Eyes Slash, and we're gonna add Vion back to our hand by the effect of Fusion Recycling Plant. And I think he has 6 Sams. And here we luck out. We don't get the grass on the restart, but we get it this time. We're gonna normal summon our Vion. Vion lets us throw a Destiny Hero to the grave, and then banish another Destiny Hero to get a Poly. And I'm gonna mill the poly. I did that because I thought there was another polymerization in my hand. I mean, in my deck, and I could mill it out to reduce the number of cards in my deck. But both the other polymerizations were in the graveyard, so it was just a trade. We go ahead, we attack with Red Eye Slash, but he activates the arm grabbing box. And then we negate the enemy controller with the effect of Red Eye Slash Dragon. With this build, it's pretty easy to rely on Red Eye Slash Dragon because it's a pretty good monster. We're going for the Fearmonger Destiny Signal combo here, just in case. I think he made a misplay. Yeah, so he blows up my Fearmonger, and we get the Fearmonger D Signal combo. D Signal gives us one of the Fearmongers from the deck, and then Fearmonger gives us one of the non-Fearmonger Destiny heroes from the graveyard. And here we're going to activate that face down polymerization, and we're going to get Trinity. And he's so big and beefy, he doesn't care about any wall of disruptions or mirror walls or any of that nonsense that might be there. And we activate Evil Angel. I clicked the wrong monster, but we have so many attack points that we get the win. Here's a Bakura with a Red Eyes deck, and we get the grass. We're checking out the goodie bag, and it's like all the things you don't want. You don't want Vion, you don't want both your BLS, you don't want Red Eyes Spirit. So we're gonna go for the fusion. We're gonna get out our dangerous, and then so I summon the dangerous, and I don't attack because he can just special summon with his spirit. But with Fusion Recycling Plant, we get to get a card back from our hand. So now our dangerous is safe from Red Eyes Spirit / just the Red Eyes monster. And here we activate Evil Angel's effect, so now he can't activate spells, and it gums up his field. He can't special summon his Red Eyes from the graveyard because there's no spots. And we get to get a polymerization with Fusion Recycling Plant. And then like in this T stealth battle, now I'm just waiting for some good cards to combo. We go AD changer. So now I'm aggressive. I'm okay with him getting getting red eyes because I can protect with Dangerous's effect. And I should have kept that grass in my hand. Extra grass cards are great Destiny Hero Dangerous fodder. So we're gonna attack that guy. I mean, and the other reason I went ahead and went on the offensive a couple turns ago is because he could also just draw into a red eyes and summon it face down like he did earlier. So here we're going to attack into a Drill Dark. Yeah, so it's a Destiny Hero red eyes combo deck. Draw our Decider. And here's the board clearing that I mentioned. We have tons of Destiny Heroes in the graveyard. And we have Dangerous and one of our stronger small Destiny Heroes. So that's fine. Bring him out. I don't care. I'm the buff up Dangerous. You'll get Dangerous. And there must be a Yu-Gi-Oh term for this when the opponent just endlessly plays face downs. I'm not sure. I think what he's waiting for, he's trying to draw into an enemy controller, or maybe a Super Rush, or one of his other strong, just like splash cards, and he's saving that face down Red Eye Spirit. He hasn't played it yet. He doesn't want to spend this Red Eyes on getting destroyed. So he plays his last face down, and then we throw grass for an extra polymerization that we just played face down for no particular reason. No, the reason is that we can then activate Celestial's effect with no cards in hand, and we go ahead and activate Escape from the Dark Dimension, which you totally don't need in this deck. And in the times I was playing it, it only came up once in this duel. Here's the last playthrough, and my favorite thing ever happens in this playthrough. Let's see if you can guess what it is. We don't get the grass, but we do get a Destiny Hero Dangerous, which I'm playing. I'm guarding against the hazy OTK, but it's not. It's some kind of dragon deck. So he goes ahead and throws his Kidmodo Dragon, and that's going to let him special summon another monster, but it gives up his battle phase. Kidmodo is best played face down, my man. Here we have Dasher, and we have Dangerous. Dasher is a great discard card for Dangerous's effect. I just walk into the trap knowing that I have Dangerous's effect, and we activate the enemy controller so that we can get the kill. But instead of letting his monster get destroyed, his stronger Vanguard, he tribute takes my he must have misplayed. He tribute takes his monster for my monster, and then he suicides my monster. And now we're gonna activate Celestial again. We activate Grass and just get a couple extra cards, but nothing super good. We play face down AD Changer, and now we just kind of wait. Windstorm of Etiqua, Doomlord, my boy. So the thing with Doomlord is when you banish a face down monster like that, when it comes back to the field, there's like a little flipping effect, and you can see a little edge of it. So sometimes you can if it's a really popular monster, you can know what it is. Like if you see just a dark green background, that's obviously a man-eater bug, or one of something that connotes the gladiator monsters. Turns out it's a Exploder Dragon. Yeah, I wasn't able to recognize that. So I lose my Decider. And he gets out his Mirage Dragon. And then we play our Fearmonger. I believe we have a face down Destiny Signal. Yeah, that's it. But he kills it with the Dragon Foot. And then, but Decider, it's a mandatory effect. Comes back from the graveyard. And here's my favorite thing. Special summon BLS with the effect of Dasher. And since we have all those dark monsters banished, we get to banish whatever that is. It's a burst destruction. And that's gonna be game. Well, we're gonna style on him a little bit with our AD changer. Thank you for watching.